Check, check. Can you hear?
Um, man, just
Microphone check.
checking.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Mic check, mic check. Do the sound check as usual. Yeah, we good. I can see the chat. Camera girl, you can see what's going on. Uh-huh. All right, welcome back to another episode of Knicks Morning Coffee. I'm your boy Joe Cool with my partner, Mr. King. And don't
Yep.
forget about the new one, Camera Girl Breezy B. All right. We are definitely in Studio B, aka the backyard.
I thought Studio B was where we was at last week.
Now we
At the
definitely on
park.
we definitely on that's Studio Z.
Oh, Studio C. All right.
We're gonna call that Studio P for Park. We definitely in Studio B. Well, welcome back to another episode of Next Morning Coffee. We on that road to 1,000. So please hit that like, comment, subscribe, hit your notification bell. Cause when we go live, we just gonna get straight to the chase. Anything else?
Nah, hit that button. Hook us up.
Hook us up. Try to see if we can get a sponsor or something. But the season is coming. We had a lot that happened in like in a week or two.
Yeah, major moves.
So we're gonna get right to it. I know we picked up Landry Shamet,
Uh-huh.
right? And I think that happened one day, and then like maybe like 2 days later, we got Malcolm Brogdon.
Yep.
So the roster now looking complete. We got some shooters. You know what I mean? But I don't know what that means for maybe the young guys on the team. So either they probably getting shipped off to the G League or something, or
Well, some of them are under salary now because they're a couple of years in, but we don't actually have Brogdon and this other kid, Garrison, something a shooter, because we signed Brogdon to a non-guarantee. And between Garrison, Shamet, and the other kid that we signed with Brogdon, we only have enough money for one of them. So unless we make some moves, which we definitely got to get into, we won't have all three.
well, it's definitely looking like Malcolm Brogdon probably will take that spot. When we think about it, just Knicks, salute to you. What's up? What's up? Thank you for stopping in.
All right.
But when it comes down to Malcolm Brogdon, it looked like he pretty much probably going to get that spot over Shamet. If it comes down to that, because there's not going to be enough playing time to even play all those guys.
Well, I mean, it's not right now. They're not even at playing time yet. Right now, they just at that second apron, just trying to make it work to get them guys on the roster. But and I'm gonna harp on this throughout this whole show. You don't get a guy like Brogdon in the building, and you don't keep him.
Yeah, now you keep it.
Like, for me, this is one of the biggest signings outside of the Cat signing. This is one of the biggest signings that we've had in years.
Yeah, our foot is still on the gas. Look, shout out to the front office. They did it again. When you think we quiet, we make a nice, subtle move or powerful move, however you want to look at it. So that's what they do. Like, it made noise throughout the Knicks fans and I guess in the NBA. You know what I mean? NFL started, so that may have took the damper on it, but we looking good.
Yeah.
Right here, I got just a list of what we looking like currently, right? We got Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Carl Towns. Then they got on the bench, they got Malcolm Brogdon, Miles McBride, Jordan Clarkson, Yabusele, and Mitchell Robinson, and that's not even including maybe two more guys we could have just said. We looking good.
Yeah. Well, we have to dissect how this can all really be possible, and that's going to come down to the argument of, to me, it ain't just about keeping Brogdon and keeping Shamet, because we could use both of them. And when you told me the other day that they actually signed Shamet, okay, nobody's mad at that. We definitely like to have and got a shooter on the roster. But Brogdon for me is a must. Now then it comes down to Kolik Dadier, Deuce McBride, and if you really wanted to try to get funky, Josh Hart, because I don't think Mitch should be touched. I definitely don't feel like Mitch. I don't think Josh should be touched neither. But when you're trying to make all this work, and you're in win now mode, you have to either send some of them guys back down, or then you just got to go ahead and say, listen, I wish you well, because you cannot let Brogdon walk out that door, because that means so much to this organization and to this team right now that's in win mode. It means a hell of a lot. And I'm looking at this thing with Brogdon. It's so heavy for me that, and I said this to you the other day, this could almost even be, a guy like him could almost even be the end of the Brunson Burner. Because down the stretch of a game, even though you might have to have both of them in there, Brogdon knows how to run plays. So you're not relying on that isolation in the last 5 minutes or 2 minutes, because he can actually run a play and see it through, to its fruition. So there's a lot of major things happening right here just from picking him up.
You said that about, but real quick, before I even get into what I'm saying, Coach Sai, I see you. I'm going to get to your comments real quick. But I just want to say this before I forget. When you are talking about the Brunson burner, I don't think it's gone. I think that should just be a tool that he has at the end of a game. I didn't like how he would try to do it at the end of the season, straight in the first quarter. We didn't need that. Well, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, you don't sit the clutch player of the year, but
no, we didn't say sit him.
Yeah, sit him. I'm saying, it seems like we're all superstars, not only Brunson. You forget what got you there, right? The ball movement and us playing as a team. OG's corner three, Josh Hart clip three in the moments. I could probably go on and on. Towns, how he was moving the ball at the end of this. You forget what gets you there, and though you got to make adjustments, the Brunson burner is what we kind of got mad at Melo for. You know what I mean? You're holding the ball till the time clock runs out,
and it's
and
needed.
You just shoot it.
The Brunson burner is needed, because I want to take it out of context. Is that we was growing. Now we here, and we can't just say because the other teams are injured. And that's a big factor. With this team, we would be there anyway. But we've grown up a little bit more now. We just can't only rely on just isolation and hope and a prayer. Although Brunson is excellent at that, and there's still going to be times we're going to need that. But we have to rely on our collective effort and our players who has the ability now, because that's when you're talking about giving Leon and Wes and them their kudos. Is that what we wanted them to do years ago? Now you are walking real talent through the door.
Right.
And in walking real talent through the door, you have to also recognize, and that's where I talk about the Brunson burner. Of course, I know we need Brunson. Is that you have to recognize, like Kobe, when they got their first championship, when he was determined to make that ISO play, but when Shaq got loose underneath, he floated it up. That's what I mean by we have to use everything at our disposal, because those are things now that are going to work. Like, it's not going to be just sit Brunson out there at the 3-point line and solely make your move. Now that's one of our major offensive plays that's not going to go anywhere. But as far as 82 games living and dying with that, we don't have to do that now, because we have guards now between Clarkson and Brogdon that can actually make a play. That's what I mean by that. But that's good recognition to say you don't sit your clutch player on the bench. We're definitely not doing that. But we're definitely going to use everything that's now around him to our full disposal. Yeah, and that's only because we've grown now as a team. Like, we them ones now.
Right.
We ain't just like hoping and praying and, wait till next year. We are actually one of the teams.
And I think chat pretty much agrees. I'm looking at y'all. Let me get this right, but I know y'all pretty much agree. They saying, Coach, but that'll definitely be all worked out. Coach Saya said, and just Nick said, at the end of the game, you got Jalen, Brogdon, OG, McKellen, Cat. Yeah, you got options out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and the crazy part is that's what I thought we had last year. But maybe that's as far as Thibodeau can go. He probably just goes on your talent. But when you got options like that and you can play as a team, we definitely looking to go to a championship this year. This is championship roster.
Yeah, and the only difference between this year and last year is that we had the guys that are actually capable of making a play. Because remember, we started the season with a so-called deep bench when Tibbs was using them. Then Tibbs got away from that. And when you get away from it, and then now you don't have ball handlers and decision makers, Deuce is pretty much a scoring guard. So now Tibbs relied on having his veteran guys in there handling the ball, which was primarily only Brunson and Hart. Now we got multiple guys who can actually handle the ball and play off the ball also. So that's only going to make us a much dangerous team and give us not resting our starters because they need it, but because we have the actual players to do it. And that's a huge difference. Now, when you start cheering for them guys on the bench, you're like Brunson. Brunson now too. Remember, at a lot of times in the games, he's sitting there looking down, like, I'm here, and we want you to root for your guys when they out there. But this is just like the best situation for me to be in.
And look, and it's funny because you and Coach, I'm just gonna say Coach. Let me know if that's okay with you. But you and Coach basically saying the same thing at the same time. But I'm looking at the chat. You know what I mean? Make sure I can keep up with y'all. But y'all saying the same thing at the same time. We don't have to play all 35 minutes. Yeah, that's what I wanted last year. I said when Mitch comes back, that takes that off of Towns. You know what I mean? To play the whole time. Nobody gets hurt. Takes it off of Mitch. And then we ain't even say what's the other center dude, the rookie from last year.
Cordy.
Yeah, Hawk Porty.
Yeah.
And I feel like he got to get some playing minutes. You know what I mean? At least early. At least let him get a lot more early after Mitch gets his footing. Let Hawk Porty get in there so he knows what he has to do in certain situations, and he don't got to try to fight for a contract or any. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let him feel comfortable.
Yeah. And then like that's even the thing with Gershon. What are we going to do? Are we going to let him back up the center and the power forward, or primarily which one?
It's looking like from the post I seen, it looked like it make more sense at power forward. If that, unless this is what we don't know yet. Unless they start in Towns and Mitch.
Yeah, but now
and
how about
Josh
this?
Hart goes to the bench. That's what y'all think. I don't know if that's where the Knicks is gonna go. Let me see. Brunson.
Let's ask the chat.
Is it gonna be like Brunson, Mikal, OG, Cat, Mikal? I mean Mitch, or is it gonna be what we had last year with the Jalen, Mikal, Josh Hart, OG, Carl? Like I should be power forward. I think so. Power forward, small forward at times.
You talking about Gershon or who you talking
about? Gershon.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll get a lot of power forward, and then when they go small, he'll get some center. Now I thought it was interesting, and when we brought him in for a workout, when we brought Thomas in, 6'10" center, from Indiana last year, who did us dirty in spurts in the playoffs. To bring him in for a look, I think that's a good idea. Even though it's just a look right now, because the more talent you can get through that door, the more it's also going to keep guys like Huck Porty and them hungry. That you have to bring it now. You're not a project anymore. Given time, and you got to be realistic about how much time they really going to get.
And they could play more aggressive. That's another thing for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want them to play more aggressive. The way the players was getting to the paint last year, to me, was crazy. You know what I mean? Like either we was letting them shoot, or they were just getting to the paint any kind of way.
Yeah. I mean, that was last year wasn't typical of the defense that we kind of been playing the past few years, but we putting some horses out there on the floor, and the defense won't be the primary like it was under Tibbs, because we got guys that can score the basketball and handle the basketball. So defense won't be a problem to me.
Oh yeah, the advantage is gonna be crazy because now when you look at Yabusele's summer tape, not the summer league, but when he's playing overseas, imagine you got Towns and Yabusele just standing at the three, maybe Towns at the corner. The center got to come out to go guard Towns, right? And then let's say Yabusele end up getting the ball. Not only he can shoot, he can go to the hole. That's going to be a crazy sleeper combination right there. You know what I mean? There's going to be so many options we got that Brunson is going to have no – there's going to be endless. If it's played right. You know what I mean? The pick and roll, unless teams got two bigs on that floor, like Cleveland, they in trouble.
Well, I told you, Yabusele is going to be our Anthony Mason, minus he doesn't play D the way Anthony Mason played D, but his all-around play at that forward position is going to be major for us. And teams, you're definitely going to have to contend with that. I just want to know from our main guys. I look at that summer league game he had when he went off with that 30, 40 points, and I was looking at how he got it, and he got it really not being the main man. He got it in movement. So I was looking at how would that translate if he was on the court with Brunson and Cat. And based off of that big game he had this summer, those are the type of ways where he could, he's not gonna get 30 or 40, but those are the ways where he can find and get his shot and be aggressive when it's needed.
Right.
So I'm loving this guy. He ain't even put on a uniform yet.
Yeah, nah. Between the workout videos and his demeanor, it's crazy. And it's crazy. Look, what coach just said, Pacone, he want to see Pacone get some minutes and play. And that was my thing once we got Brogdon was and Shamit, it's gonna be limited for these young guys. Now the good part is they can go learn for real in the what they call it now, the G League, what the developmental league, what they
Yeah.
call it now. I mean, because Kolek looked like he needs some time. Pacome looked like he just need playing time, but it sucks for somebody like him because you don't pick up none of these guys and he don't play.
Well,
I mean, and he play.
the other option
right
is
now.
the other option is they come into camp and they prove they can take some spots. That's the only other option. I'm not mad at Kolek. He just found himself in a numbers game. I think if we had to play Kolek with the players that we got, he would play very well. Dottier would be the one because with all these other guards we got, that's going to slide Bridges a lot of the times back into the 3.
Coach said Kolek can go, and I'm not gonna lie, I almost kind of agree because after I seen the summer league, he's not better. His ceiling don't look like it's super better than McHale's. I mean, Miles McBride's, to me. And I love how he plays. I don't know.
Well, so far one team. Well, they
Oh yeah, Dink Pate. Yeah, you know how I feel about
yeah,
Dink Pate.
I definitely want them to keep him. Put him on that.
I don't know,
league.
Coach. I don't know if you've been watching,
Give him that 2-way.
but you know how I feel. I listen, Coach. I was watching the Shaq documentary, and I seen Dink Pate, and I said, why we just can't get the Shaq documentary with Reebok, right? And I said, why we can't get a guy like Dink Pate? And I was calling my pops, and I was like, yo, if we can get somebody like him, like nobody's watching him, and if we can get somebody like that can score, and sure enough, Knicks heard me. But yeah, Dink Pate, I think he got a high ceiling. If he might need playing time though.
Yeah, he's one of them guys.
He might need the
have to get
ball.
playing
Can't
time.
be, you can't be getting scared like that. What else you got on your list? That's all I had on
No, it was this my thing too when we were talking about with Kolek. They didn't confirm the team, but they say one team is interested in Kolek, and you don't give Kolek away though.
You know.
If you can get a mid-first round, something like that for him, then you have to take it. Because you don't want to lose all your young guys, all your assets. As long as those young guys if we have to give them away, if they're coming back in first-round draft picks, because they all have value. Kolek, Dottier, and I don't really want to touch Hook 40, but they all have first pick, value. So we have to be smart, like other teams. When you're giving up an asset, is get an asset back. We just can't clear cap space for the sake of signing these other guys. But you want to have some first round picks, being that look like we're going for it this year. You want to have some first round picks at your disposal that hopefully you might not even need until another couple years. But you want something. Just can't give them away. But I still have to go back to Brogdon, of what that means for our team. And if Kolek and somebody else, with Brogdon get about $2 million, something like that. So if Kolek or somebody else who get the same salary have to go, then you got to go. But if you can get something for them, then you get something for them. So I'm just happy that the Knicks are making big boy moves.
He said,
yeah.
He said, how about Deuce and Kolek for Ken Whitmore?
I'm not familiar with
I'm not even familiar with
me with him right quick.
Ken Whitmore. No, I'm not even familiar with Ken Whitmore.
Where you
He
coming
said we
from?
get big athletically, he's younger and under the cap.
Is that the kid they talking about now? Is that the kid that was on the Lakers? Is that?
He said Cam and CAA.
Oh, okay. Well, yes. Well, it don't matter now if he's CAA because Clutch now is finally dealing with us. That's how we got Clarkston. So I think that feud between us and
Plays
Clutch
for the Wizards.
For the Wizards.
Yeah, I wish I had had a whole setup. I'd be able to just pull it up on
Cam
YouTube
Whitmore.
real
I'm
quick.
probably gonna know as soon as I see him, but probably just don't know his name.
I'm about to say, yeah, pull it up so we can see. I mean,
who did he say give up?
Listen, I love Deuce. I really just couldn't give him up.
I could.
I couldn't.
I ain't gonna lie, I could.
Listen, how y'all feel about certain players? Even when I was through with Deuce last year, right? I was through with Deuce last year, and I was like, if we had to give him up, yeah. But then at the end of the year, what he did in the playoffs, I could see him playing better if he had to do it. Like if Brunson went down, God forbid, I could see him picking up the pace. Oh, they
Six,
were said.
seven.
So they were
Let me
said to
see
be
his
one of the
highlights.
teams interested in Cole.
Who is it?
Oh, the Wizards.
Oh, okay. All right. So what let me see his highlights a little bit. 6'7". You know I like him 6'7",
Yeah,
6'8".
I like the tall guards too. I do like the tall guards, but like I said, I couldn't part ways with McBride. It would hurt my heart.
That won't hurt mine. I like McBride. I love
It
McBride.
hurt my heart. It
But
hurt my heart till you did. It hurts my heart till you mess up.
we graduated. The Knicks have
Like
graduated this
Kolek,
year.
he ain't been a Knick for too long, right? We drafted him, we loved him, but he ain't been a Knick for too long. I couldn't put this.
Okay. Athletic. All right. Oh, okay.
You see?
Got some skills there. See, handle the ball,
You know what?
jump shot.
And when I think about it,
Oh, okay.
I wasn't mad at the whole Ben Simmons thing coming to the Knicks, right? Because he was tall. He's not really a point guard, but he's like the point forward kind of player. And sometimes I think that shakes up what we got going on, like Mikal Bridges, kind of, that we're doing on the Nets.
Yeah, it looked like he got a little Mikal Bridges in him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is he on defense, though? If you're still there, Coach, how is he on defense?
Well, see, that's the kind of stuff we ain't got to worry about because Mike Brown, we know, has a defensive system.
Mm-hmm.
So guys are going to get after it defensively.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got to get back things. If we're going to give up them young guys, because there's no playing time for them. Those are the type of players that we're going to have to give up for, get back in return, as opposed to getting back, really good draft picks. So yeah, people like that, we can use. But that's, I don't know what, almost like a Dottie too. So, right now we be trying to make the money work, and we also trying to keep ourselves competitive for years to come. But look like this year we are going for it. So even whoever we get, they really won't get that much playing time.
Listen, for years to come, if our office is still our office, listen, we got Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart out of that. Towns is a clear cut. We know what Towns could do. We know what Mikal could do already. So, like, I'm trying to think of players that Hawk Porty, getting him. Like, these are players that nobody really probably seen coming. I'm trying to think of all them kind of players. If they do it again.
Well, our core, you're right. Our core is set. It's always going to be, for the next couple of years, it's always going to be a Brogdon, a Shamet, Clarkson. It's always going to be those type of guys coming in because I think that this management is going to keep that core together. So every 2 years or so is going to be new guys like that coming in that hopefully fits the Knicks identity, and keep us winning at a high level. I just had to go back to Brogdon again. He makes us now more of a real team, real sexy type of a team because of the things that he can do. Like this can't go under the radar for nobody. For nobody. Like he might be a non-guarantee right now, but come training camp, once you get that first salary slot, he got to become guaranteed.
Yeah, I thought he was just non-guaranteed because of that apron. You probably couldn't just say he guaranteed. Probably just had to say he's non-guaranteed.
Yeah.
Move the stuff around and then make him guaranteed to make it fit.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, well, yeah, it's gonna. That comes in players though. We got too many. Our salary's at the apron, so
Mm.
And
that's why I was looking like it was gonna be one of the young guys that goes.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, non-guarantee don't count against your cap until the season starts.
And I mean, what Coach was saying was probably correct. If you probably trade off Deuce and Kolek, one less player short if you trade him for one player that could potentially probably play two.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's gonna be moves made because I think they probably want to keep Shamet as well. So there's gonna have to be some moves made. And not only keep them somebody like Brogdon, you may want to give him a little bit more money,
Mm.
as opposed to maybe that $2 million.
Do you think? So now I'm just looking at the roster. You think there's enough basketball for OG and Jordan Clarkson?
For me, yeah.
I'm talking about. Do you think there's enough? Jalen Brunson got to get his. We was talking about the Brunson burner earlier. That's more fourth quarter thing. We still don't really know if Brunson is a pass first scoring guard. What he does on the Knicks is what he has to do. He was more balanced on Dallas. It seems like passing because they had a strong team over there. You also had a superstar over there that he played alongside of with Luka, but Clarkston, it looked like he need the ball. OG is still trying to make a name for himself. I don't think he even satisfied with his play. You could tell by his face that he hit a corner three. I think he says to himself, I could do more, because that's why he wanted to leave his first situation. You know what I mean? Towns, I don't think he really cares.
Everybody got to sacrifice.
That's what I'm saying. Towns don't look like he really cares. And even in last year when he was doing the training, with the whole I look to my left because I always got a shooter or somebody over there that can get a bucket. So I got to look over there to see if they open. Right? Yabusele, I don't know if he's Josh Hart-esque, where if he even cares about the points and just more about the hustle. I don't particularly know.
The hustle brings
Mitch,
points.
You gotta kind of feed him, but he's a bench player. McBride was cool with defense. Brogdon, I guess he gotta, like, certain players gotta get situational.
See, that's the beauty of the type of players that we brought in. We're not bringing in all-stars. We're bringing in solid players. Clarkson's not an all-star. Okay, he might have been six-man of the year or six-man candidate. Brogdon's not an all-star, but he's been a six-man a year before. These are guys, they know their role. Right. And I think that's a conservative effort by management so that Brunson can still be Brunson. You bring in these other type of players so that he can be. Only thing Brunson was to have to maybe just realize is that I have so much at my disposal that now I don't got to hold the ball for the whole, make my move with 20 seconds on the shot clock. I can get the ball and make my move a little bit sooner now because we have so much to choose from. So I don't have to just stand there and dribble out 15, 20 seconds on the clock and then make my move. I think that's the only difference. Brunson still gets to be Brunson. He just certain things that now he don't have to do out of necessity. Right. Because we're going to have it. So when you're talking about OG, OG, he wants to get better and he's getting better, but you get better in your role. Bridges automatically, I think, is going to be better because you have a coach that recognizes what type of player you've been in this league. And then Cat is Cat. So anybody else, you fit into the mold and you sacrifice. And if everybody sacrifice, the ball comes back around. So to me, that's not even going to be a problem. That's not even going to be a problem. The only thing that may hurt Brunson and Cat to a degree, if the rest of the league is not realizing that they still all-stars, even though they may not have to shoot as many times. So can Brunson still be an all-star if he's not being the Brunson burner, at the end of most of the games?
Well, last year was easier because they both was all-stars last year, right? The problem was I don't know how OG felt about that.
Can't worry about OG.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because OG was playing at a high level at that time.
Yeah, but he's not all-star.
You know what I mean? After injury, he was playing at a high level. Mikal was doing a role. So I can't really – they're all playing at a high level, but they're doing a role. But OG was like the most shocking at times, like taking over the game.
And there's a need for that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a need for that. That's what makes you a complete team. Other guys can step up. I mean, look at Robert Horry. Shaq and Kobe doing their thing, and then Horry steps up and hits the big shots. That's what makes you a championship basketball team. You can't rely just on your stars. You got to rely on your role players. Be a star in your role. And that's what OG has to do, be a star in your role. A needed star at that.
I mean, listen, Coach, I'm not really seeing the issue with the height of the bench. I guess if you say Miles, but I don't see all the starters coming out at one time unless we on a run. Malcolm Brogdon, I don't know how tall is Malcolm Brogdon.
He's about 6'2", 6'3".
6'2", so I guess the front is short. Jordan Clarkson, Yabusele, and Mitch are big. though they not tall, they kind of big. You know what I mean? So
But that's
and
probably
I don't see them all coming out. Like I see the starters coming out and they leaving OG.
well. That's why they
You know what I
also
mean?
looking
I
at
see
another
the
center.
that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
see the starters coming out.
yeah.
I see Mitch still in it. You know what I mean? Like I mean Mitch is not a starter, but we don't know how they're gonna do the lineup. You know what I mean? I see a small if Mitch is starting.
I think we're gonna bring another big man, even though we have Huck Porty.
Yeah.
Yeah, like say you brought Thomas in, they looking at some guy that was with the Lakers,
Mm,
athletic big man.
mm,
So they looking, and that's what we can hope for, because they're gonna find the room.
mm,
You don't want to have to get rid of all our young guys, unless you're getting something back for them in terms of draft picks. But they on the right path, because for the next few years we're gonna be looking pretty good on our roster, and we should get a little bit
Who out
bigger.
of Deuce Clarkson is
We should get a
playing?
little bigger.
Who out of Deuce and Clarkson is playing small forward? I think Jordan Clarkson would probably be playing small forward.
Um,
Out of Deuce and Clark, yeah, I think Clarkson would probably be playing small forward.
it's yeah, that's gonna be hard to. Yeah, that's hard for me because
For some reason, why I don't know the statistic on why in the NBA, but we've been killing teams with that small lineup for some reason. I don't
Mike
know.
Brown also runs a small lineup.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know what it was. I don't know the statistics on. So like last year, they was pointing that out that we was killing teams with the smaller lineup. It was Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and who was usually the third one?
Uh,
I want to say Mikal, but when he came out, we still had that small lineup, if you remember. Carson 6'3", bad defender. I'm still not worried. I'm still not, because sometimes the defense is smoke and mirrors sometimes.
well, it depends on how we playing defense
But
too.
yeah, but that small lineup, something about that small lineup, they can't. If they let somebody go and you got Yabusele and Mitch there, I don't think they get into the paint. That was the problem. If they could just stay on their man at the 3-point line, if they just hit it in their face, that's different. You ain't even trying.
Well, that's the beauty too. We also have the capability, and Tibbs did show that also. We have the capability of going big, because only several teams that run 2 7-footers. Like Cleveland is obviously one of them. It's only 2 teams. It's only a few teams that do it and do it well. And we was one of them, because when we ran Mitch and Carl together, we played very well together. So I don't think that's going to be a problem for us. Even though Coach Brown, he likes to play small, but a lot of that could also for him was out of necessity also. So even if he does it with us in times, somebody said yesterday, I was watching something, and if it's not working, then you just reinsert one of your big men. Like Tibbs will just keep digging. But a coach that making in-game adjustments is what's going to help us.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna like this coach if he shakes something up and Mitchell
Well-
Robinson shoot a 3.
Well, Mike Brown been coach of the year twice, but he ain't never been no high-powered coach.
No, what I'm saying is that will always be my gripe with certain coaches. If they can do it and they capable of doing it, just let them do it. I remember Isaiah Hartenstein. We know he could shoot threes. We thought that's what he was gonna do. He got in the game and they said, "Nah, just go to the paint. Don't even shoot." I don't know what he's doing on the Thunder right now, but he's playing good on the Thunder. But they just got a ring, right?
Can't play better than that.
Case closed.
No, we got guys that played in
I don't
all
know if
types
they
of
shoot any
systems.
threes though.
I don't know. But a lot of our guys played in, guys that we bringing in, they played in all type of systems. So it's not going to be nothing they haven't seen.
Sacramento had the best offense in the league, but they who they had at the time?
Well,
Was that Sexton?
No, Malik.
No.
Malik and who was the other guard?
I was he had
From
two-
Kentucky.
Yeah, he had 2.
Yeah, the 2 Kentucky
Fox?
guards. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Malik
Sabonis.
and Fox. The same time.
Sabonis, they had
they-
Barnes. I think they had.
I ain't gonna lie, that 1-2 punch was kind of crazy at that time though.
Yeah, I mean, but
You
know,
can't teach that, so I don't know. I mean,
Look, Brown's going to make the adjustments, and the difference between Brown and Tibbs, that Brown uses his coaches in timeouts and in situations where Tibbs only went with whatever his gut was at that moment. That's all he went with. But Brown used his whole arsenal on that bench, and he also lets the players also dictate some of the things they see out there. So all that put together should, as long as our guys can handle that, and some people can't handle freedom, but as long as Brunson and Cat can handle having that type of freedom, to be expressed to the coach certain things they see on the floor at that moment. That can only make us a better team, offensively and defensively. You know, so and mind you, we still have Mikal and OG defenders. You still have Josh Hart that will at least get in your grill. Like we have gritty people. We still got gritty. You still got Mitch. So we shouldn't be hurting on the defensive side of the ball. But what we should be is more of a well-oiled offensive run machine. That's what we should be.
Yes, sir. Listen, we're getting close to that time. I'm getting excited. Our football team ain't doing too good. We ain't even gonna say nothing about it. I'm not even gonna say their name today.
Bring it up.
Yeah, I had to let y'all know how I'm feeling right now. But basketball, I can't wait now. We got the kids corner. Talk to me. What we got going on?
Nice and loud.
Nice and loud so they can hear you in the back. Let me know if y'all can hear the camera girl in the back.
Okay. So our first question is, do you think it's just Knicks fans think they improve their roster or the competition?
Oh, see.
So I don't know if y'all heard her, but she said, do y'all think it's just the Knicks fans that think we improved the roster, or does basically the NBA and the media
In the competition.
think we improved our roster? I think they don't notice.
I think they do.
I think
they are too, because
they ain't want to play the Knicks last year. So
because you're talking about, if you start with Yabusele, we the East know who he is, right? But maybe not have been afraid of him. But now when you're talking about Jordan Clarkson, people know what Jordan Clarkson brings to the table, even though you may not game plan for him. And then you throwing in Malcolm Brogdon. The whole league know about Malcolm Brogdon. So yeah, I don't think it's just the Knicks fans that are hype. I think the rest of the league also know that we coming. That we coming.
I know one thing. I might let just Knicks go. You're talking about Bills Mafia. I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all rock because y'all from New York, man. But
oh man,
Bills Mafia.
No, they did us dirty today. They did us dirty today.
I wasn't even gonna say nothing.
I had to take my shirt off. I was
gonna wear my Jets hat today. I couldn't even do it, man. I ain't even want to do it.
They
today.
sure look like the Mafia today.
Yeah.
What else you got for us?
All right, the next question is, how important is it to keep younger players on the team?
Man, this girl good.
You wanna take
Who
it?
you related to? For this, I think it's important, but this year we in a win now, so I don't know how important that is if we don't got somebody that's clear cut ready.
Yes, I take that two ways too. I take that as young players, as in like our young guys who it's nice to keep them around to develop. There's just no playing time for them. And I also take it as having youthfulness in your roster where people, it keeps the other guys fresh when you got younger guys, the ones that are playing. It keeps the other guys fresh. Keeps the legs moving. People can't really cheat on defense because they're going to be back. They're going to run up and down the court. They're going to do other little things, bringing excitement. Older guys, they just play within their bag. Younger guys, what helps bring you excitement. So it's very important to have young people on your team. Hell, the whole league is really made up of young people. There's not that many older veterans on people's roster.
Our roster seem like it's nothing but younger.
Yeah, the midway.
Yeah, I don't even think we have a clear-cut veteran on the team. Not that I can look at. Not that I'm looking at right now. Not like a Taj Gibson.
Yeah, do we? No, right? We don't, right?
Nah, but when it comes to the young, the only thing about the NBA is it's almost like you get these young kids and they put them in the G League or whatever and they play. If they don't have a breakout season, they another team's. It's like one man's trash, another man's treasure. Like Josh Hart. I think rookie year where he went to, how many teams he done been on?
Yeah, he done been on several teams.
You know what I mean? So he shows what he got, but he's not shining until he got to the Knicks now.
Yeah. Anything else?
You said, real quick, Coach said we got a lot of one-year rentals.
Yeah, we do, but it's going to be like that. For the next couple of years, I think that's how it's going to be. I think if the Knicks, if they're trying to keep their core together, and I said that earlier, it's going to be a lot of 1-2 year guys like Brogdon, like Clarkson coming in, and then everybody just fill in because you're going to keep Cat, you're going to keep Brunson, probably going to keep Mikal, and I can't got OG. As long as you always keep one of them, then you in the ballpark. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of 1 year rentals for the next couple of years. That fit, hopefully.
Well, I can see the rotation being, like, say if we lose Josh Hart, You know what I mean? Yabusele moving up. Like if you felt like he was a must keep, I don't know if he's a 1-year rental, but I could see now that we look like not a dynasty, but we look like a team that is gonna be playing for a while.
No,
Like
yeah,
we got pieces
yeah.
now. Like not like before where you couldn't see a bench player stepping up into a starter role. Our bench pretty much, other than McBride, looked like they could just play the starter. Period.
Yeah, yeah. We got horses.
Our, our last
I never
question.
really seen a young player beat out an older player yet, though.
On our team.
Coach.
On our team.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
On the other teams, happens all the time. Like a lot of guys you'll see killing us
Mm,
when we playing, especially when we playing teams out west,
mm,
where you might not know their whole 15-man roster, and you'll be
Mm.
like, "Dad, who is that?" You know, and all of a sudden he's like a prime guy. Like Houston got a lot of them.
mm.
They'll have a lot of young guys that come in, and all of a sudden they dominating, for 5-6 minutes at a time.
Mm.
Let's get that question real quick.
But hold on, one more. I was gonna say when I was talking about the young guys, I'm thinking like a player like Cooper Flag. That's probably gonna play right away. You know what I mean? Like he's not gonna just go to the bench and then play. He's playing.
Well, yeah, but he's in a unique situation also,
You know what I
just
mean?
based off where he went.
Mm.
You went to a team that's already built to win, so you're gonna fit right in to that team and play well
Mm.
because you're not gonna be counted on to do all the major heavy lifting.
Mm.
You know,
What you got for us? What you got for us?
Our last question is: how long do you think management will keep this core of players together if they don't win this season?
I think we're gonna keep him.
yeah, I think this core is tied to Leon and Wes.
Mm.
I think this is going to be their legacy for the New York Knicks. Brunson, Towns, because they know that on the outside looking in that the Knicks have been starving for years, and they know that the NBA it feels better when the Knicks have a quality team, rather they win or not. I think the NBA is a much better league when the Knicks are good, and people have been saying that for years. So I don't think he's really going to touch the core as long as nobody really wants out.
Mm.
That I don't think they break it up if we don't win. Now if we falter, and just can't get there, that's different. But I don't think they do that.
Oh, my bad, coach. He said heart replacement already here. He said heart replacement is already associated with Team Kevin McCullough.
I know. It's funny, but you know what's funny? When I saw something, I think he's a casualty of war. Once we brought in those guys, and we need. Remember how much I love him. He's that dude. But I think the Knicks are just not on the youth movement, and he's gonna end up being the casualty of war. But I just hope that 2-3 years down the line, we find a way to bring him back. If we have to let him go, I really do. I love that boy. So
Kevin McCullough.
yeah, he has everything.
I think you were talking about him earlier.
Yeah, he has everything. Just that if you're not gonna give him the playing time, then he's gonna be counted out.
Said he thinks he gets a 3-way.
All right, then I'll take it. Put him in the G League for another year or so. But see, this is the thing. This is the thing with McCullough and Dottier, and you really can't say that much about Kolek right now. But Porty, you got to play them and give them the minutes. Because when you're giving them the minutes, a lot of their time in the game is going to end up being with the starters. And then now you see what you got. But if we just plucking them in there 2-3 minutes at a time in blowouts or in, maybe the end of a quarter, we're not really seeing their true value, what they can bring.
Well, I can see it if I know these championship teams, the people that's in practice playing against, you sharpen each other's tools. It's like iron sharpen iron. So I can see this year them not playing if they're going to play at a high level in practice. And if somebody gets hurt, they're going to step into that role fully.
Yeah.
Then I can see it. But if they're not going to step into that role fully, like Hawk Porty, at some point, Towns or Mitch got to, just take a chill pill so they don't get hurt for the 35 minutes. And then just...
Well, remember the players last year,
Oh yeah, Hawk Porty is a third string center at best, but
he's third string, but
he's good for what we need him to do.
Look, some of the players raved about some of our bench guys, our rookies last year, second-year players, and how they pushed them in practice. But Tibbs is too stubborn to reward that practice with
Mm.
real game time minutes.
Mm.
Tibbs was just too stubborn for that. And we can't knock Tibbs because he changed our whole culture for the Knicks. So we always going to be indebted for Tibbs' tenure. But Brown, I think, is going to, Brown can't totally fold for what management want, but I think he's going to be more open. And for his own self, for when he leaves the Knicks, he's always going to have a job because he's just that type of guy. But I think he wants to come here and win. You know, and I think he wants to come here and build on what Tibbs did and not tear it down and just put his own total footprint on it. You know, because the Knicks right now, for the past couple of years, we've been seen as a top upper echelon, you know, of the league. So there's nowhere to go but up for us. We really can't go down if you're trying to keep this type of legacy going. And I think Brown knows that.
You gotta know, because we ain't having none. We ain't taking no shorts. As Knicks fans, I ain't trying to hit nothing.
This season's gonna be so exciting. I'm talking about every minute, because now
everybody's pretty much healthy.
You can't turn off preseason now when the starters go out, and even when the next 5 go out. All these exhibition games are gonna mean something for everybody on our roster, because everybody's gonna want to play. And if you're not gonna at least be able to play right away, you're gonna want the fans to know, the coaches to know that you're ready if you called upon. Instantly ready. So this gonna be, we got like another 2 weeks for training. This gonna be crazy. This gonna be crazy.
How y'all felt about Mitch practice highlight?
You know I didn't like it. Everybody I didn't like it.
How y'all felt about that, man?
I didn't like it.
Before we get out of here, how y'all felt about that? Him doing crossover dribbles by the 3-point line, jacking up threes, going to the hole. Yeah, I love Mitch. Ain't no Mitch Lander.
No, I'm talking about.
Usually I like his practice, but usually I like his little practice mixtape that he do. Look, I ain't like that one.
I'm talking about from a coach's standpoint. I want to show Mitch as a big. You showing Mitch in finesse, and I want Mitch to steal the coach's heart of like pin downs, get the ball, make the quick move, boom, jump hook, fadeaway jumper. Because Mitch has a sweet little shot. You know, but even I noticed the post-up move, the footwork to me was way off. You know how I'm about footwork. Like, come on, let's give it to him. Let's give him that 1, 2, 3, up, under, fade back, come back, spin the other way. Let's give him that. You know, let's give him that. Olajuwon didn't make that.
Give him confidence, but that confidence is going to come is what we talked about earlier when I said Jalen Brunson got options. And Mitch definitely going to have to be one of those options when he get in the game. Right away.
All you got to do is touch it. Just let him touch it.
Let him get the ball. He know what to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm confident that he know what to do with it.
We in a win-win.
That year when he did his little crossover at the 3-point line and went to the hole. Not last year, but the year before that, before he got hurt, when he was going to the hole, I was like, oh yeah, he different.
He's that me know he's capable.
Yeah, he's capable.
Yeah, so now hopefully he's able to do that. You know,
just don't get hurt, Mitch. All right. I'm just excited to see what they're going to do on the court, how the rotation is going to look. I just can't wait to see how he's going to do the starting lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think now this year is going to, whatever set is going to be set. Nobody's, for right now, knock on wood, nobody's hurt. Everybody's coming in fresh.
Well, there's only one spot up for grabs. That's Josh's spot, which means that, Josh and Mitch made it starting. So this is going to be so exciting that, if you're not a Knicks fan, you will be. You will be.
Listen, they were trying to jump on the wagon last year. Everybody texting my phone like, I'm be a Knicks fan now.
Get on. You can get on.
Listen, if you want to be a Knicks fan, listen, the more the merrier. All right. Well, listen, the camera girl going to get us out of here in a few seconds. Anything else? Make sure y'all hit that notification bell. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're trying to get to 1,000. We got the 500 thanks to y'all. Let's get to 1,000. We're going to be shooting more when as the season coming out, as we get more news. Let me know what's going on.
Right.
All right.
So who we shouting out? You said Coach and who?
Coach. Good to see you. Coach Sayed 617.
All right.
And Just Knicks and whoever else is watching. I see 7 people was watching. Make sure you hit that like button. And tell a friend to tell a friend. And if they missed it, tell them to have it uploaded later. Wait till your boy get home in Studio A.
And we shout out all comments. We respond to all comments.
We try to do our best. Try to do our best. Yo, thank you. We're gonna see you on the next one. All right, Camera Girl,
Peace.
check us out. Peace.